Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particularly, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page. You can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? So today's product I want to share with you is absolutely perfect. One, if you have a trailer, or two, if you are looking to make it easier when you are backing out of your driveway and you don't have a backup camera. So this is a backup camera set. This was sent over by a company called TECXERLLON. This is the box that it is going to come in. What you get when you open it all up, you're obviously going to get a user manual. We're going to go over all the features here in the video. You are going to get two ways to mount the camera on your car, or even, I guess you could say, a more secure. You can see it has this metal bracket here with the little L part. This is what you can attach to your license plate. So you just undo the screw on your license plate and screw this on. However, it also, to make it extra secure, it does come with this little double-sided sticky tape, so you can put this on if you wish. However, if you don't want to use the tape, you don't have to. You can just use the screws, depending on how secure you want to make it. Now, obviously, you're going to get the device, which we're going to go over here very shortly. You are going to get two ways to charge up the little kind of monitor that goes in your car. You're going to get the one I have plugged in here, which is just the cigarette lighter version. And then there's a little button. You can press that to turn on and off. However, if you do want this thing hardwired, so it's always hooked up to your battery, they do include the cable in the kit to do that. I don't utilize this, but you can hardwire this into your car if you wish as an option. It comes with all the parts and pieces to do that. You're also going to get the hardware to go ahead and install this onto your car back license plate as needed. Then you're also going to get a USB to USB Type-C cable. This is how you're going to charge up the battery in the camera itself. One of the nice things about this is it has a 5,000 mAh battery. Now, depending on where you live and how sunny it is, you're easily going to get about 2 to 3 months out of it before you may have to recharge up the battery all the way back up to full. That sun has a solar panel right here, and so that sun will go ahead and constantly recharge the battery. But if you're parking, for example, during the day or whatnot, underneath trees or in a parking garage, and it's just not going to be fully charging that battery. So expect to get about 2 months, 2 to 3 months, just out of normal, what I would call normal usage. Obviously, the more time you're in the sun, the longer it's going to last. But it gives you that option to manually charge it. On the device itself, there's a little trap door hidden on the bottom side. You're simply just going to push it in and then open it up. And in there is going to be the Type-C little port, and then that's where you're going to simply charge it up. It's also the same spot where the power button is to activate the camera. Now you can see the camera itself, you're going to be able to easily rotate it to whatever viewpoint you want. So if you're mounting this on the bottom part of your license plate, you'll be able to kind of tilt it up. If you can, I would say mount it on the top part of your license plate, so that way you're kind of angling it more down, and then your solar panels got more uninterrupted, if you will. Now, the actual camera part itself here, give you an idea of the size. It is about 7 1/4 inches wide. It is about 1 1/4 inches, I would say, tall, and about 1 1/4 inches kind of thick, if you will. As far as the camera itself, it is got a nice 160-degree kind of viewpoint, so you can see really, really nice and wide. Why this is nice, because when it comes to, like I said, if you have a trailer that you're towing something and you can't necessarily see back there, there's no wires. It's just completely wireless. It talks to the monitor completely wirelessly, and the distance between these is 320 feet in an open field. So that's a pretty far range, and it makes backing up, especially with a trailer, a lot easier. It even has on the monitor itself backup grid lines, so that way it can help you up, you know, those kind of adjustment lines, and those can be adjusted, so you can lower them. So depending on your vehicle height and whatnot, if they don't look right, you can adjust them to where they are have the best look for your vehicle, which is pretty cool. You can also flip the screen. So if, depending on your setup, if you have to install this a funky way, you can flip the monitor so that way the image looks absolutely nice and perfect. Now the monitor itself, as you can see here, it's nice and small. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It comes with this nice little sticky pad that you can go ahead and stick it to your dashboard, or you can stick it to your window as you prefer. Just kind of mount it down, very easy, fully adjustable. It does have an antenna, that's how it communicates. I like the antenna facing downward just because you don't see it sticking up, but you can mount it however you wish. And then as far as the monitor itself, it is a 5-inch monitor. It displays 1080p, that's what the camera can do. And then the device itself is, once again, it's 5 inches wide, it's about 3.5 inches tall, and the actual monitor itself is about a half an inch thick. Obviously, once you start adding in the bracket and the antenna, it's a lot thicker, but that just depends on how your setup is going to be as far as utilizing it. Now, as far as the camera element itself, this is also meant to be outside on your car. So it does have an IP69K rating. That's basically gonna say it's gonna be able to be snowed on, rain, sand, dust, splashing, all that fun stuff. So that way it's not going to ruin this device while it's sitting there on the back of your car. But overall, this thing is really, really cool. If you are in the market and you're looking for a great backup camera that's easy to install, that doesn't require you to add any wires or send wires through your car or anything like that, and you can install within 5 minutes, this thing is totally worth checking out. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.